Hi, and welcome to another edition of winemastery.co.uk. I'm John Lightfoot, and this expert is
John Murphy.
I'm the dummy, he's the expert. We're here to tell you all about wine, and we're trying to just explore the boundaries a little bit and going away from the normal sort of line of wine and just trying something a little bit different. And in part 3, which this is, we're going for something I consider to be very different, and I'm really, really sceptical that I'm going to enjoy it. But, you know, all for you guys, I'm prepared to put my body through this. So, John.
Oh, you're a trooper, you're a trooper.
I'm a martyr, I'm a martyr.
Well, as John says, we've gone through the Pinot Noir against something which is not obviously you take off the shelf every day of the week, and we also had Malbec, which was absolutely stunning. If you look at part 2, you'll see that, delicious. And so, in the kind of vein of something different, something you're not always going to take, and something that you need advice on, that you need something to tell you about, I've chosen for us something called the Rubis, which is actually it's a chocolate wine. Now, again, okay. Let's not be judgmental, eh? We're trying everything.
Too late.
We're trying lots of different things here. Now,
but when it's chocolate wine, so what do they do? Get cocoa beans and take the juice out of the cocoa beans and
it's very similar, eh? The Oompa Loompas. No, it's actually a fortified one. And to be brutally honest, it's a flavouring basically. But the base grape of this is the Tempranillo, which you'll know is Spanish.
Yeah.
It's the Tempranillo base grape of a lot of Rioja.
Of course I knew that.
Of course you did. And it is basically a flavouring. Now, I remember when the rep came in with this, and he was telling us all all the medals it's won, and I just couldn't get past the fact that he kept saying it's chocolate wine. I'm thinking just the same as you, and maybe back home there you as well. But I was all ready to kind of poo-poo it and think I'm not gonna like this. There's a chocolate wine indeed. But I was proved wrong. I must say, it has a time and a place, but I really enjoyed it. I did really enjoy it. Now this comes in 50cl, so it's like it's like 2/3 of a bottle really. And when you have a taste, you realise why. Now this would be more or less a pudding. Well, not even so much a pudding wine. You could drink it as it comes, or just like where we're going to have it here, or with a couple of chunks of ice in there really goes well. Even so much as and I've done this over ice cream. Dribble it over ice cream.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I can smell the chocolate from here.
You will be able to, yeah. Quite a powerful nose on that. Get in there.
Wow!
That is immense, isn't it? That is full on. It's like dark chocolate and raspberry. Oh, see, as much as I don't want to like it, as much as I'm thinking to myself, oh, it's a chocolate wine, it's much more. Do you not? Do you like chocolate?
No.
That's going to be the reason behind that then, isn't it? Oh my goodness.
Oh
my goodness.
The third chord is cutting.
So well, if you don't like chocolate, then that's not gonna appeal to you. But for me, as I said, when this gentleman brought it in and he was going through the whole bump about all the talking about the medals is one, I was just thinking, oh well, whatever. It's not going to be my kind of wine. But then he actually gave me a taste, and he was insistent that I did taste it because sometimes you just think, but I had to go. And quite honestly, I can pick this wine up, but I really did enjoy it. But as we did say, it has a time and it has a place. Go and have a taste. I'm so curious for you to have a taste. Oh. You don't like that? Oh. No, we haven't got to speak to. Do you want to speak to?
No, it's lovely. Lovely.
But if you're not a fan of chocolate, then
it's got sugar in it.
yes, there's definitely sugar in there. because it is very, very sweet. It's also 15% alcohol as well. But there's a definite sugar. Well, it's that kind of secret ingredient, isn't it? The sugar is apparent. But can you imagine that dribbled on ice cream? Can you imagine that as a pudding wine?
Yes.
And it has got more of a kind of, it's more of a dark chocolate, and there's a raspberry flavour on there, raspberry notes at the end. But the only problem is, and as you just mentioned with the sugar, and hence why it comes in 50cl, and you know, that would be enough as such, unless you've got the ice in there as well, is the sugar leaves you with that kind of cloyiness. Now, a lot of pudding wines do have a cloyiness there about them, but a good pudding wine for me should have a nice bit of acidity in there, so you get that kind of intense richness, that sweetness, but then the acidity kind of cleans the palate, so you're not left with that. Although you've got the intenseness, it's very clean and fresh on the end. This doesn't have that, hence why, you know, that would be enough.
So where is this made?
Couldn't tell you.
No, you could, if you knew.
If I knew, yeah. Well, it's got with a Tempranillo. It's got to be a Spanish product.
But does it not? I mean, is it actually the wine brought over from here, bottled in the United Kingdom? HP 10.
HP 10.
Where's that? That's not High Wycombe, is it? Or is it Hemel Hempstead?
Oh, I wouldn't know either.
Oh, right. Okay, so presumably they bring it in, and
they'll probably bring out the vats of the Tempranillo would come over.
And then they was an indulgent blend. Well, that is very different. It is, I have to say, guys, it is an International Wine and Spirit Competition Quality Award winner.
It has won a fair amount of awards, but again, is it because, you know, like I came to it thinking, oh, I'm not going to like that, but actually after tasting it, they have done a really good job on that.
They have. It is very, very nice.
That dark, it's the real dark.
I just know some ladies that would love this.
Again, well, without being kind of sexist, it is a lady, and I found this to be a definite kind of love-hate thing as well. I say on my private wine tasting, I've done this a fair few times at the end, and there's a definite split down the middle.
I think partly because the guys wouldn't like to accept that they probably wouldn't like to admit that they like it. I mean, I'm quite happy being a Metro Mal.
I can see, yeah. I mean, it's how it says.
To say I like it.
Well, we all know what I think. I'm a fan.
But it's. I can imagine very much my wife and daughter really enjoying that, and I can also understand your suggestion with ice cream.
Yeah, dribble on that. But again, it's that thing where you could not drink a lot of that. It would be impossible. Hence the 50cl.
Well,
even now, I can feel like coating the tongue, which is all right for like the glass, but you just don't want that through the bottle.
This really does prove you're not a wine snob, because a wine snob, because I couldn't imagine any sort of wine connoisseur actually agreeing. With
some wine connoisseurs must have to give it that award.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that is true.
But I'm not a wine snob.
Wine and spirit, it'd be the spirit guys.
I must say, yeah, those drunk buggers. They'd have been on gin, wouldn't they? Bring the chocolate wine. So that is my choice of interesting.
How much would one of those?
£15.99, £16 barring a penny.
Okay, that's.
But it is, and again, this is quite an exclusive little product as well. You'll never ever see that in the supermarket. In fact, there's very few independents that do actually say. I know Harvey Nicks have it. We have it.
That's a little independent you may have heard of.
Yeah, I mean you don't shop there. That's where you bought your chips.
No.
No.
Next.
The metrosexual. So,
well, guys, try it. If you do like chocolate, you will love this.
It's definitely worth a go. Is all I'll say. You know, I was dubious. John, still dubious, but it's definitely worth a go.
It is fantastic. Well, that was unusual.
It was.
I think it's sort of quite an eclectic. Is that a word?
Eclectic.
Eclectic.
We'll call it.
Yeah, a sort of choice to them.
Yeah, there are some unusual ones there tonight. Yeah.
But all very good in their own way.
Even the chocolate wine, John.
Even the chocolate wine, John.
Glad to hear it. So, any questions or anything at any point, feel free to ask us.
Yes, and we're going to be looking in a few episodes' time. We're going to be looking at sort of a little bit of roving through countries.
So we are. We're going to actually have look at the countries and look at the kind of grapes or areas that you may not be aware of, or something. Again, just something that you wouldn't have had before, and so we're hopefully going to talk you through those. Yeah, that should be good.
It should be good indeed. Yeah,
it should be good.
And so until the next episode, we'll see you there.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.